Phones for an hour, doesn't say a word.
I didn't want to interrupt everybody. I was
So
just
sweet.
like chilling.
Man,
No Jumper,
Say
coolest
something.
podcast in the world, and this is the Sexual Jumanji episode, aka Wali Muhammad Part 2, because we just finished his. Didn't do any sort of outro, so this is really kind of like, we'll have to get both of their thanks at the end. But this is cool because
Shout-outs.
all his fans are going to have to fucks with Sexual Jumanji.
oh, which they will.
Yeah.
Oh, they will.
Hell
Yeah.
Because they are purveyors of great taste and
Sexual
class.
Jumanji in the goddamn.
Yeah. Wait,
building.
can I start this off and saying that I'm honored to sit right next to you?
Sexual Jumanji?
Exactly.
Can I just
Hell
second
yeah.
that and say I'm fucking honored that Sex J came, made the trek.
Right.
Thanks, guys.
So, how did this happen?
Wait,
Yeah,
hold
yeah.
on.
And I just want to say, it is your job to convince us that he's interesting because I have absolutely no idea why he has a No Jumper episode, and I think it's great.
I got this.
Tell me.
First off, can we just say that we just sat through an entire hour-long podcast. Sex J is
Riveting.
wearing,
It was great.
he's wearing headphones the entire time that don't have sound in them. At the end of the hour, he's like, "Hey guys, are these supposed to have sound in them?" Because he's very polite. He's like a fucking nice boy.
I thought they were supposed to be like noise canceling for some reason, but
Do
Like
do
completely.
they have sound right now or no?
no, I don't.
Adam, turn
I
the sound
still
up in his
don't.
headphones. He's got no snare in his
It's going to
headphones.
be a whole thing to figure out where it's coming from, but wait, is it this one? How's that sound?
I still can't hear anything.
You don't
Check,
need to
check,
be able to
check.
hear it. To be
Yeah,
honest.
Jumanji.
if I don't
No,
need to
turn it
hear
up, turn it
it,
up. Let Jumanji hear his.
I don't know who this
Check,
is.
check,
That might-
check.
I don't wanna
check,
hear my own voice.
Jumanji,
Yeah.
Jumanji.
Take the headphones off and just rock with it. You want to hit
Alright,
this weed
chill.
pen?
Oh, what?
Shout out to the Clear.
Make sure you just lean
Shots
in.
clear.
Just
Hey.
lean in? Okay.
Yeah, yesterday I didn't smoke a blunt all day. Never happens. Today haven't smoked a blunt all day because I'm just fucking with the weed pen.
That's good. That's probably healthier. I mean,
Yeah, no
Good
tobacco.
for your lungs.
I'm wearing them because I like them.
I'm powered by Backwoods, sponsored by Backwoods, but I'm still fucking.
Let
with
me
the
just
weed
make a
pen.
note that Sexual Jumanji decided to wear the headphones with no sound in them.
I can't.
Because it makes him feel like he's on a show more.
Have you ever smoked weed?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
I did a lot in high school.
Oh,
a lot of weed.
Crazy.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was chill. I only did it at like one person's house, and every time I got in the car, my dad would be like, "What's that smell?" And I'd always be like, "Oh, he knows I smoke weed," but I'd always be like, "I don't know what you're talking about." So
Right.
I was just like, I tried to hide it, but I failed a lot.
Just
Yeah.
tell your dad that you're sexual Jumanji.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sexual Jumanji when that
One
was
day I
going.
will be. So just give us the-
dad you're sexual.
What about the name? How did that Twitter name come to be?
I don't know. I can't really like remember when it happened, but I know like at the time I was like looking for a new name, and people were just like, just put sexual in front of something. So it's like a really lame reason.
What age might you have been at this point?
I definitely like say like 16, 17, around there.
You were looking for a new name.
Yeah, like I think at the time I was going by like the human manatee.
Oh my god! No!
I was like a fucking loser. So,
Okay.
So I was like, I had that horrible ass name,
And you're from where?
Wisconsin,
Wisconsin.
Milwaukee.
And so, what kind of kid were you growing up? Like, were you just like an internet kid? What would you do as a child?
I just play a lot of video games.
Okay.
And like I played sports, but sucked ass. I was like the kid that played sports because his parents made him do it.
Right. Same.
So
same,
yeah, so I was horrible at
What
them.
sports?
Football.
Fuck.
I played soccer. I was good at soccer. Football, I was like garbage. Yeah. I once got. I was the outside tackle. I once got dodged around by a kid that was like half my height, so it was pretty cool.
So what? You were good at kicking. Soccer and football both have a lot of running, but you weren't good at throwing or catching.
No, I couldn't do any of that.
But you could kick.
Yeah, I could kick. I could kick good.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's goddamn sexual. Of course he.
Sexual Jumanji kicks.
Yeah.
The crazy, like, yeah. I mean, sorry. Go ahead, Jumanji. Sorry for cutting you off.
I only joined football because I thought I'd be like the kicker on the team.
Right.
But then it was like middle school, and I realized like they don't use a fucking kicker. They're just like, hey, just run down the field and it's over. So that's what it was like. So and we didn't do field goals because we were dumbasses. We would always just go for it. So I like never kicked the ball. It was
Were you
just-
always a big kid?
When I started playing football, yeah, because then I stopped doing soccer, and there was really no like cardio. So I just ate a lot of fast food then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, tall, too.
Oh yeah, tall. I was always tall. Yeah, I was always this big. Yeah.
A lot of people tell you that you look like Michael Moore
I actually,
every day.
yeah.
Okay.
Second day I was here, some guy in a record store asked me if I was like related to him. It
You
was
could play him in a movie like
Yeah.
him like 20 years ago.
Or like a
Maybe not
parody.
now.
yeah, that's what the dude said, and I was just like, I didn't know how to take it. He was like treating it like it was a super compliment. He was like, I just want to give you a compliment that you look like Michael Moore.
Michael Moore's strengths are not his body.
I was like, all right, so I look
Michael,
like
he's a multi-millionaire who has to dress like he's homeless to like blend in with like the people he like represents. I guess.
I just want to say too, on the Great Debates interview that I did, and I hate to keep souping this up, but Steve Healy did an amazing impersonation of Michael Moore. I'm not going to try to recreate
What
it. But
chair
it's
was
so
that guy sitting in?
funny. The one like right here.
Oh yeah, okay. So the guy in the chair over here was dating little S there.
He is, right?
And you try to put me on blast saying I have a crush on her.
I didn't say it. Healy said, "Oh, Wardell has a little crush on."
Did he say Wardell? Because I thought someone said Roseman has a crush on her.
No, he said Brandon has a crush on Dave King's girlfriend.
No. You said me.
No,
We'll go back and look at the tape.
we can review the tape, but I wouldn't say that. I think Healy.
Because
Said
no, I think you said that, and Dave King's like, well, so do I. Shout out Roseman or whatever.
yeah. And that's when they were like, "Who's Roseman? What the hell's a Roseman?"
Yeah, they like the name though. They heard it.
It's cool that they've heard the name. I don't think they've listened to the podcast that much, but they've apparently.
So
heard
let
the
me tell
name.
you, like, Sexual Jumanji comes out here. he lands in Los Angeles. Like the reason I know about Sexual Jumanji is because like if you were on Twitter at all, like you should know about Sexual Jumanji.
But he only has like 4,000 followers, right?
But doesn't their quality?
They're
Their quality, and they
followers,
talk about them a lot. They like
Yeah.
and the tweets be happening like a lot. Like if Jumanji's playing FIFA, you know about like how his quarter was, or the half rather, or the FIFA was, or whatever. Like you just know about Jumanji. You feel like you know this kid. So he came out here and he lands and like, you know, we go out a little bit, like go to this party or whatever. The next day we go to the Kanye
Pop-up shop, yeah.
He fucking gets recognized on the street on Fairfax.
yeah, some dude was like, he was like, hi Jumanji, and I thought,
No. He goes, some dude goes, I'll tell you a story. He goes, Sex J. And then Jumanji's just walking, and I was like, yo, Jumanji. Like they said Sex J, and he goes, thanks.
So polite.
Like he's dealt with it so many times before. That's amazing.
It's lit.
I misheard the guy because I was carrying a Supreme bag. So for whatever reason, I thought he said nice bag. So I said thanks. But then he was like, he just said sex J. And I was like, no, he didn't. I was like, why would he say that? But then I realized.
I mean, why would he say nice bag though?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Then like I put that together. And I was like,
Because
Supreme's
in
like.
your head, that was the first Supreme you ever copped.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever bought
True.
Supreme. So I thought like Supreme was like.
We got to
cool.
the Supreme store because there was a line for the Kanye store around the block, like by the hundreds. It was at the 7th letter gallery right next to Supreme.
Right.
So the line went like down the street to the hundreds, like down that street to like the back street, and it was crazy line for Kanye. So Supreme was like, fuck that, we're gonna have a line too. And they had like a 4-person line, and Jumanji's like, let's go in. I was like, we are not waiting in line for Supreme on like a not like crowbar drop day or something like that.
Wait,
And
how did they create a line of 4 people?
they just had a guy be like, no,
Yeah, he was
hold
just
up,
like,
hold up,
nah,
hold
you
up.
Even though there's nobody in the store.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Supreme.
There's like 3 people in the store. This guy was like being a bouncer out
You
there.
just found a little chink in their armor there, making them sound kind of silly. Yeah.
Well, then a half hour later, they had no line. We popped in. Jumanji copped a hat.
That's what you bought? You bought a hat?
Yeah, I bought a hat because I don't fit in their clothes, so I gotta buy a hat.
See,
Accessories.
this is big guy problems.
What size you wear?
3XL.
We're
Yeah.
2X, yeah.
Like,
but
I can wear
I'm
2X.
about to become an X, I think.
Yeah.
Is it 2X as well?
Jumanji's the reason when I print T-shirts, I go up to 3X.
Really?
To lace
I did that.
Jumanji.
There's always
would-
one guy who's asking me to print OSS shirts in a.
If you
triple
print
X.
3X, dude, I swear to God, you'll sell a good amount. Because after I printed like 5, and they all sold first.
Because then you got plugs with the heavy set community.
The big dudes are looking for the cool shirts they can fit in. They're just looking for it.
Very true.
I feel very embarrassed to say that I was not following 6J until now. I thought I was, but I just tossed him to follow. So
Nice, dude.
He's gonna hit you right back.
I'll follow back. I'll make sure to follow back.
this is crazy. This is like when Suicide Boys met Puya for the first time on air. We followed each other on air.
Whoa.
Same thing.
Wait, Suicide Boys and Puya did not know each other?
No, they had done a bunch of music together, but they hadn't actually met in real life. And then
They just did like postal service sending tracks back and forth?
Well, no, I'm doing the Suicide. Yeah, they had just been emailing tracks back and forth, and so then I'm doing the Suicide Boys interview, and Puya just rolls up and just walks in. Hey, what's up? It would have been really good if I had somebody holding the camera, but it was on the tripod. But you can see them like walking in and meeting for the first time, which is pretty crazy because like every kid who listens to Puya listens to Suicide Boys and vice versa.
The shit that you're connecting, like, I mean, like Yam style, like all respect Yams, but like low key, like when it's like, you know, you got Don Krez on here with Germ, who, by the way, has the best voice on anyone of the podcast.
Germ's got a Xanax accent.
His voice, I could listen to all day.
Yeah.
So those two guys talking about like Coletti and Getter, talking about like
Right.
Puya, talking about like all this. And also I was thinking about like Getter today, not to go on about Getter, but like you think about the lanes he's in. EDM money, right? In the EDM like kind of base. Meme money. He's a fucking human meme.
Because he gets
And
jobs going to places
and
just
hip
to do
hop
that.
money because he
Yeah.
did all Puya's album.
And he's
in
probably going to
three
keep going
lanes.
up in every category, too, yeah.
Getter's gonna be like the richest man in America in 3 years.
When I was hanging out with those gay dudes, I said, he's like, I love EDM. I'm an EDM fanatic. I'm like, you know my friend Getter? You know Getter?
What is it with these gays?
Yeah, I don't know.
What happened?
You don't have to do the gay boys.
Whatever I'm doing for the accent there is not anywhere near as bad as it was in real life.
I'm
It
just
was
saying, like-
crazier. The craziest.
Did you just like hang with gay dudes once in your life and you're like,
Yeah, is that what you?
what?
I don't get a lot of exposure to the gay community. I'm going to be totally
Okay,
honest.
I get that, but I mean, how did this meeting come about?
Oh, you didn't watch the vlog, but I was hanging out with this girl, and she.
Sorry, I didn't watch your
It's okay,
vlog.
Rose, but it's okay. You didn't watch
Dude,
my
that's
vlog.
fucked.
I'm
You
not
don't
gonna
watch his
hold it
fucking
against you.
vlog?
Okay.
I'm so fired.
I'll tell this story here since I know that certain people don't watch both. But so I hung out with a girl off of Instagram or whatever, super cute blonde girl, and I go to her house, but it ends up being like fucking 11 o'clock in fucking El Segundo by the time I get to her place, and she's a flight attendant, and so. Well, the flight attendant thing is irrelevant for right now, but we ended up going to IHOP because there was like nowhere else to go, and then we went and bought a big ass bottle of tequila. Go back to her house, and she is like, oh, so you know, I'm a flight attendant, and I live in this kind of like temporary like home for like people who are flight attendants. And I'm like, oh, whatever, I don't care. And we walk in, and there's like 6 gay dudes like on the couch.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and I asked her earlier in the night. I said, why are homosexual men so like overrepresented in the flight attendant community? Which is just like a question that I think makes a lot of sense. And she was like, well, think about it. You're in a different city every night, and every gay dude in the world is connected via Grindr. So for dudes who like to party and like to fucking travel and fuck lots of their constituents, it's like the perfect job. So then I was hanging out with these fucking dudes, and they lived up to what she said so much because they were all so lit, talking about the craziest party stories, the craziest fucking stories, everything. It was the
They have fucking insane stories.
some of the most
Flight
lit
attendants.
human beings I've ever met. The
ju-
shit that they were telling me.
Just gay dudes in general.
And they were doing
Oh,
poppers all night. You ever done that? I did it.
No.
I did it.
What's a
I
popper?
tried
That's such a fucking like British thing to do at Glasgow.
it's like I found out that gay dudes do it because it makes your asshole tighten up.
Yeah.
Which I
Jumanji.
wasn't thinking about that when I did it.
Hell
I,
no.
I didn't
Hell
pay
no.
attention to my asshole while I was doing it, but
No, not for you, for her. For me.
Oh,
it's just a little
I got it.
a little bottle, and you just like hold it up to your nose, and
Is
you
it
just like,
nitrous, basically?
I don't even know. It smells like nail polish remover, but it's just like you take a long like whiff of it, and you just smell it. You're not like inhaling anything, or you're not snorting anything, and then it was weird. Like it smells like shit. That your body just gets like 10 degrees hotter for like 2 minutes, and then boom, you're back down to earth, and it's just like this weird body high. But I guess it's like a sex drug. Like you do this when you have sex, and
Did you smash this girl at the gay dude's
no,
house?
made
Did
out
you
of a
smash the
little-
gay dudes?
No. One of them followed me on Instagram right in front of my face, and he was like, "I'll wait for the follow back." I'm like, "I don't follow people back, sorry," because on my personal Instagram account, I only
Yeah.
follow like my
That's
own
strong.
accounts, you
That's
know.
strong.
And he was like, "Oh, it's okay." Yeah,
He's really hurt.
No, there are certain like races or whatever that attract like to go to certain jobs.
Right.
And it's weird because it's different regionally.
right.
So you go to the airport at LAX and all TSA is what?
White mostly, black. I don't know.
Yeah, black at LAX. Yeah, it's like
Is
black
it?
dudes at TSA.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess I could see that.
You get let's say you got a landscaper in LA who's coming to cut your lawn.
Right. Mexican.
Yeah,
always.
yeah, but like you go to different parts of the country. It's like totally different. Like it switches. I don't know how that happens.
Because I've been to a million airports in my life, and I don't know that I've ever noticed like a uniformity in race with the TSA employees. But maybe you're
Somehow.
right in LA. I guess I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
weird.
got recognized one time at the TSA, and the dude didn't even let me go through the TSA. He's like, just go ahead.
Really?
So
He's like,
lit.
yeah, I was like, it was the best day of my. It was like 2 things. Like I didn't get stopped, I didn't get randomly searched, and I didn't have to go through TSA.
But you probably get stopped all the time.
Oh
wherever you
yeah,
go,
all
right?
the time. Yeah, it's
Damn,
great.
That must be tight.
It's great. I
Because
love it.
you're like, You got like 65K, I think, on Twitter, but you also are like one of those dudes who has like retarded like engagement. Like you get so many retweets and likes on everything.
You probably get recognized a lot off of Vine.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Vine.
Vine.
Yeah.
Well,
I always
now-
forget that the Twitter is like
I've
way
done like a
smaller.
few ADD videos, and I'll get recognized from like ADD now. Like,
Really?
It's pretty weird.
That's tight.
It's a nice mix.
What's that dude's
What are the
name?
ADD videos like? Do they have like hella views? Or do they get hella
Yeah, they're like those like it's basically the stuff that BuzzFeed can't do.
Oh, so like more edgy racial type stuff.
Yeah,
a lot of
basically
times?
like which is like doing dabs for the first time, like shit like that. And, like we actually had like BuzzFeed come in one time and they're like, yeah, we almost did a video about vaping, but we didn't want to offend the vaping community.
Really?
And I was
my
like,
God.
oh fuck.
They did a piece on Blake Vapes though. He's like a caricature of the vaping industry.
He's amazing.
So what do you think of this idea that is something that we're probably going to actually do is we're going to like, this is my idea. All right, two options. It's going to be the Xanax podcast, and it's going to be like a physician or like somebody who's like an expert in like drugs and like health and stuff like that and addiction, and then it's going to be you who's not doing drugs because you don't do drugs. And then two people who are doing it. The question is, to me, is like, should I be doing it as the host of the show?
Of course.
Because that people want to see me doing
Commit
drugs.
to the brand.
Yeah,
right?
and I mean he's gonna be fine.
Okay, so that's got to be it. Me and House Phone all fucked up on bars. You and then this professional.
Now describe what you're feeling.
What are you feeling out of? Oh, I just want to fuck.
Now put your hand on my thigh. No,
You're just
higher.
assuming that the doctor's going to fuck me. No, but I guess we're talking. Yeah,
What the fuck?
I don't know.
That person was not in the store. It's not like they were in the store.
They put their mouth up to the mail slot.
How do you know that?
Because like, people do it sometimes. They can tell that it's like a million times louder.
So let me give you some interesting Jumanji stories.
Yeah, more about him.
Motherfucker has a tweet. He's got like 50,000 retweets on a tweet about Papa John, like roasting Papa John.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
From,
what'd you say?
It was like immediately after the Super Bowl, and him and Peyton Manning like embraced very like sexually, and it was like they were whispering in the ear, and I was like, oh, Peyton Manning's like, please, I've done everything you asked, now let my family go, Papa John.
Oh yes.
And like I don't remember, I've gone like viral twice, so I'm like, I don't remember who is the one that does it, but it happened, and I still deal with that shit every day.
What?
Like-
Notifications.
Retweets and notifications?
The notifications every day I wake up, and people are still like, is that Papa John and Peyton Manning? And it's like, hell, yes, who the hell fuck else would it be? But that's who it is. And I ordered Papa John's, and I was like, they're probably gonna poison the food. Like, they know who I am. Papa John saw my name, and it's coming here, and it's gonna be
No,
shitty.
there's no-
That's something that Papa John would do. Like,
No,
straight up.
Papa John should fucking sponsor you.
Someone,
Did they do anything to your food?
it was pretty shitty. It was like,
Well-
it was like,
Oh,
but I
Papa
think that's
John's.
just, I think that's just like Papa John's in general.
Yeah, it's not the
pretty shitty.
most high quality food.
Yeah. But someone actually bought a website called papaslam.com because they like sponsor the MLB's Grand Slams and call them Papa Slams.
Okay.
And they made that site link to the tweet just in case they ever tried to buy it. They'd have to see my tweet. But since then they changed it to something else. But it was cool that it was there for when it was.
Have you ever reached out to Papa John's, like email them or anything?
No, I have never done that.
Papa John's has a big footprint
Hold
on Twitter
It's
and
funny
stuff.
you,
People
funny
love
you
it.
asked that because Jumanji told me a story. He's like, yeah, about 2 years ago, I bought a hat on Twitter from a Twitter user, and 3 months later, it hadn't come. So I emailed her, and she was like, yeah, I'll look into it, and I never got the hat.
Dude,
I never got the shit.
He
and I
doesn't
just-
demand satisfaction.
I just dropped it. I was just like, you know what? It's like 25
What's the
bucks.
girl's at? What's her at?
I don't want to.
You're a little too flaccid of a person. You got to stand up for yourself. Make a stink.
I'm not gonna out anybody.
He was
so-
at my house too. He was tweeting. I was like at work. He's like, I need to take a shower, but I don't want to go through Robesman's drawers to find a towel. And I was like, yo, find a towel. Take a shower, please.
I didn't want to be rude.
That's how you are when you're a kid. You're scared of like fucking with anybody's stuff. When you get older, you realize.
but I
let's
feel
make
like
a
if
mess.
he like witnesses like a Nazi killing someone, he's not gonna rat out the Nazi. He's like, oh,
he's a
He
bad
doesn't
German.
He doesn't narc. Jumanji doesn't talk.
I'm just gonna be like, no, I didn't see anything.
didn't see anything.
It definitely
Yeah,
wasn't
but
there.
Papa John's is huge on Twitter. I just want to say that he's like the source of so many jokes. When
So
did he
many
become
memes.
a meme?
It me, Papa John.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
that? I've read the history.
Because
of
literally,
that joke,
because
but-
like he played himself by trying to like make himself a celeb off of shitty pizza.
right.
John Domino's and Bill Pizza Hut don't give a shit. They're like fucking the brand goes and the brand just goes. Like you make fun of the pizza, but whatever.
But how do you feel
paid.
about like Dave from Wendy's?
I mean, he would have been roasted if he was alive in the modern era. We would have fucking got.
When did he
his
die?
ass. He died maybe like I don't know. If you're in the comments right when he died,
We could look it up.
Who's Dave from Wendy's?
Dave
Thomas.
Thomas.
He makes the burgers.
Are you really too young for that?
Was
Fuck.
Wendy's not a big regional thing for you?
Oh, it's not nearly as big out here, huh?
I don't think
Wendy's
so.
popped off in the Midwest and Wendy's popped off in the
Yeah.
East Coast.
Yeah.
Wendy.
I probably don't remember. I might have seen.
You know
it.
what Wendy's is, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like an
got
old
the red
white man with
pigtails?
gray hair.
Is that his daughter?
That's his daughter. Now she does it.
Oh,
now
yeah,
Wendy is
I know
it.
it.
But is it the real Wendy? It's not an actress?
That's straight up the real Wendy.
Wait,
Really?
even in the commercials or no?
That's her.
No,
No
the skinny
way.
girl.
No way.
No, that's not her. It's like another.
No, it's
chick.
got to be an actor.
Yeah.
Actress, I think.
Yo,
Bro, get your.
in the comments,
She's
right?
too
if it's
pretty.
Wendy
She
or
looks too
not.
much like an actress.
She doesn't look
can't
like
be Dave
someone that,
Thomas's
like-
daughter.
Cooks hamburgers.
Well,
By
I
the
think
way-
that's a given.
By the
yeah.
way, on the Booty
he's-
Math podcast, I was like, please talk about anime in the comments, and everyone's like, yo, you got to check out like Narturo and Exploro.
You're not
I'm
gonna
just
do
like,
it?
Yo, no. I'm just fucking with it. Actually, if there's enough upvotes, if there's enough like thumbs up on one of them, I'll peep it.
Question for the group: favorite fast food?
Well, it's got to be In-N-Out because it's so like it's still new to me.
That's still new to you? Haven't you been here like 6 years or something?
I've been here 8 years, but
Yeah.
I've been alive for 31, so it's
Right.
like that's new. You know?
Right.
But if like fast food I grew up on, like I don't know, probably Wendy's is pretty lit.
Wendy's is better than McDonald's and stuff. I would certainly say. Yeah.
It's like Wendy's, Burger King.
The question is
the
really, what do
McDonald's.
you consider fast food? Because I eat Chipotle like 2 times a week.
No,
I
I'm
don't think
talking
of it
about
as
like
fast food.
burger
Yeah.
joints, like fries, like.
Oh, so you
that's
can't say
fast
Panda
food.
Express?
Yeah, you can't say like.
You can't say that.
Oh shit.
You gotta think of something that has like a drive-through for
Right.
sure.
But what is our definition of fast food? Because Chipotle and Panda Express are just as fast as McDonald's and approximately the same price point.
We're
Yeah, they're
talking
considered
about.
fast food.
I
They're
think-
definitely considered fast
Are
food.
you thinking like shitty fast
But
food?
Chipotle's thought of as like a little bit more high-end fast food. But
I'm
the price
talking
is
about-
roughly the same.
What are the
All right,
categories?
all right.
I think drive-through. If it has a drive-through,
Fine,
yeah,
let's
that's
fast
required.
let's
Chipotle
include
drive-thru would be
let's
lit.
include anything that's fast. Include Chipotle.
Yeah.
Include Panda.
I would
include-
have to say Chipotle based on my actions, even though it's like I don't love it, but it's consistent. I know it's good for me relatively.
I mean, they had E. coli scare.
I
Right?
don't care about that.
Didn't get a during the scare. I was like, give me extra guac.
I think
Yeah,
that's like
yeah.
when to go like after like scares like that because they're always like on top of their shit.
Give me extra dookie on the fucking chicken burrito.
I don't like buy into the Chipotle E. coli thing for the same reason that I don't buy into like 9/11 conspiracy theories. Because to me, it's like, just who cares? Well, that's the worst comparison I ever did in my life. But like basically, I'm saying, yeah, like somebody got fucked up from the E. coli. They didn't even die, right?
I
Or
took
did
a
they?
class on statistics once. And I didn't even really get it, but I'm still like, I trust the stats.
That's what. Thank you. I trust a lot of stats.
I'll swim in the ocean. I'm not scared of a shark.
Yeah.
I mean,
Even
maybe
if I
a
knew
little
that,
bit
like-
scared.
Yeah, right. Dude,
If I knew that 5 people died from eating Chipotle this week, it would still be a like impossibly small percentage increase in my chances of getting E. coli because how many millions of people ate it that week, you know?
Yeah, everyone's really irrational with that shit.
The CMO of Chipotle came in to have meet with like Russell, and I was like in the meeting, and he kept calling it Chipotle. He like kept saying it wrong, and no one said anything.
The CEO?
The CMO, like the
But
chief
maybe that's what it
marketing.
is.
Yeah, maybe it is Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Maybe we're wrong.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
I
What
have
was
a
his
friend that says
ethnicity?
it.
He was like a white dude.
Oh.
No,
I call it
yeah.
Chipotle as a joke once in a blue moon.
Chipotle.
That sounds funny, but
Chipat pot. Jumanji, favorite fast food?
I got a regional one, Culver's.
Oh, Culver's is butter,
Culver's.
like
Oh,
butter
is that?
burgers.
I've heard of
Yeah,
that.
dude.
Yeah.
What's a burger spot?
Yeah, it's so good.
Also,
What
okay,
about on a
Jumanji.
national level.
National level, did I probably go with like Wendy's?
Have you tried In-N-Out yet out here?
Yeah, I've had In-N-Out when I was in Vegas.
Good.
All right.
Favorite fast food though. We got
Okay, so they started a food cart in New York, Halal Guys, and now they're like a thing here. Like they're starting to open up store like franchises.
They have it here in Hollywood or something?
They have it in Costa Mesa, Long Beach.
Oh, I went to the one in Long Beach. I used to go there all the time actually,
called
yeah.
All Guys?
Halal Guys.
Because I love halal food more than fucking anything.
Yeah,
Because in
it's
New
like
York, I used
gyros,
to eat at
chicken.
those trucks constantly. It's like
Yeah.
the best. It's like my
It's
favorite
so
type of
fucking
food.
good.
And if you go to like Germany or some shit, it's like you could just get this shit everywhere you go.
Dude, they
It's
got
like
the lamb just rotating. And
Yeah.
yeah. Fucking
if you're in the projects in like England or Germany or some shit, or like bad neighborhoods and good neighborhoods, there's a fucking halal, not a cart, but like
Gyro.
a store. Yeah, gyro
Yeah.
spots everywhere, and it's like my favorite type of food.
You guys ever had Saganaki?
The fuck
No,
did you
sorry.
say?
There's a place.
Say
in,
what?
A place in Chicago. There's a Greek town part of Chicago. A place called the Parthenon, real old school restaurant. The guys don't write down your order; they just remember it, like hard ass old school Greek dudes taking your order.
Damn.
But they take out these plates of cheese soaked in brandy, and they're on big like metal skillets, and then they take a fucking lighter and light the shit up
Oh.
so there's cheese flames.
Fuck.
Do
And
they
then
hold it like that?
They put it out with a lemon. They will hold like 6 down their arm. They'll hold like 6 and do 6 at a time, and then everyone goes, "Oppa!" That shit is banging. It's crazy good.
We should all go out for fondue sometime.
I'm fucking
I'm down, bro.
So, you know,
We gotta go before he leaves.
we've all had it.
No, I
I've
haven't.
never had
Here's the
Haven't.
craziest shit about Jumanji is like he doesn't eat. How tall are you?
6'3",
And how much do you weigh?
like 3 something.
So he's 3 bills. He comes in, he's like, "Yo, I'm hungry as hell, man. What we got? What's good?" I'm like, "Jumanji, twin sliders. I got you." I go to Twin Sliders. I normally get 2 sliders and fries. I'm like, "Jumanji, 3 bills." He's like, "Twice me. Let's get 4 sliders." I was like, "Just get 4 sliders. We're good." He eats half a slider. I'm full.
What was it? What's with you?
I don't know. Like maybe I'm like just like nervous being in a new place.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
and I think you also don't expend much energy. Like
Yeah,
he's
that's
watched
true.
a lot of episodes of CSI since he's been
Do
here.
you not? You eat a lot at home? Would you say?
No, I eat like once a day. Like one.
Really?
He had a
meal.
cookie for lunch.
Dude,
I
That's
feel
what-
like it should be easy for you to get in shape. Then you just got to get your metabolism moving, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I just never really tried to do it.
gotta
I
get
always
him,
say like I'm going to like I'll tweet about nothing but losing weight for 24 hours, and then I wake up the next day and I'm like, all right, let's open up a soda, sit in the chair, we're done. That's it. That's
Dude,
just-
once you exercising fun. I love exercising.
You're not even gonna lose weight exercising. That's probably just gonna hurt you more. I feel like
Diet is the
this
biggest
diet
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
Like, there's this diet you should try that actually is kind of tasty. It's NGNS, no grains, no sugars.
fuck.
So, but you can have. Here's your breakfast. Here's your breakfast on this. You have 3 eggs
Okay.
scrambled. Add in like 3 more yolks. Add in yolks, and then also maybe have like some avocado, some veggies chopped up in there.
See, the problem with that is I can't cook.
Well,
You can cook. You just haven't watched a fucking YouTube tutorial telling you how to cook yet.
Yeah,
Your
you can-
parents
if you
cook,
can
right?
fucking-
Believe in
No,
yourself,
my parents
man.
don't cook either.
At all?
My dad cooks a lot, but my mom doesn't really.
he makes a
cook.
good point. You should try a YouTube tutorial.
I should.
You should make YouTube tutorials.
Like,
That's what you should do.
True, yeah.
Cooking with Jumanji.
Learning to cook is like
For
the
lunch, we're
easiest
gonna
thing.
have a cookie.
'Cause that's what I do now. Is I watch these vlogs with these bodybuilder guys, like going to the store and buying food and then cooking it, and I'm just watching it, and I'm just like so into it. Because then I go to the grocery store and I remember what they bought, and I buy the exact same things, and I go home and make the exact same.
And then
meal.
here you are.
And then here I am. I'm huge.
Basically,
I'm a professional bodybuilder now.
if you eat real foods, if you eat like full like nutrients and stuff like that, and stuff that's high fat, that'll help curb your appetite between meals, and you stay away from every grain and every sugar, you will lose weight.
Did you work at Weight Watchers?
I could totally see him working away. No, but if you're eating one meal a day, that's a huge problem because that means that your metabolism's fucked because you're not consistently taking in food. That's a
Yeah.
huge issue. You know,
Yeah.
working out is great for your metabolism and stuff just to get, build a little muscles, start doing cardio, whatever. It's like you sound like you're doing the things that are like the most easy to change.
Yeah, probably.
Like,
Like
eat
I lost.
better and eat more than once a day.
I lost a lot of weight in Vegas. I lived there like 3 months, and my uncle's like a healthy dude. So I only ate healthy foods, and I was like actually running a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And I lost a lot of weight, and then I came back, and all the bad habits started coming back. So yeah.
Well, I imagine in Wisconsin, and I don't mean to be downing you for anything, but I lost a lot of weight at one point in my life, right, and too, and it's a great feeling. I love
Yeah.
it. First time, I remember like after working out for like a year, I got in a fight and punched this dude in the head. Felt like I hit him with a fucking log, man. It felt so great just to like punch somebody after working out for a few years.
Well, let me just like get back to Jumanji for a second. So like, I found Jumanji probably last year. I don't even remember when. I don't even remember how. It's just like
Yeah,
Jumanji
neither.
is just kind of omnipresent on Twitter. And then when I first met Brandon Wardell, who's on this podcast, he had like 3,000 followers. I had like same, and we're like talking to each other, and we both like, he's like, you know, sexual Jumanji. I was like, you fucking know sexual Jumanji, and it was like a big deal for us to know the same guy or whatever, and then somehow we found out like, Sex J has never
Fucked.
had sex, so it's like, we got to get this dude laid. So we made a hashtag Sex J will fuck 2015. We're still working on it.
Did you update it for 2016 or are you sticking with 2015?
Well, I just recently got an update from SexJ that it's like Not even a boob grab.
Not even a
Dude,
So
it's
if
like,
you're a girl out there watching this podcast, can Sex J touch your boobs?
I feel so. I'm here talking about threesomes and shit.
You're over here flexing. Like,
I'm over here hanging
I
out with gay
had no
dudes.
idea.
He's just trying to grab a single boob
Just a boob.
for a second. Ka-ching.
I'll
Yeah.
call my girlfriend right now, and I will allow that.
I've had girls in the OSS house who, in the moment, were pretty much down to get fucked by anybody. So I wish you were around on one of those nights, because
He's here till Sunday, ladies. Oh, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be up like next week.
these hoes be getting it in sometimes.
If you live in Wisconsin, can you hit up Jumanji
Please.
Hit 'em up, throw 'em some puh.
or let him just squeeze it? Boob.
Back page.
Remember when you first touched a boob?
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Probably the best day of my life.
Oh,
Talk about
easy.
our first kiss.
I remember it so in detail too.
I don't care about kissing, but touching a boob. Oh my
Here's the
god!
thing: the boob was so bad too, and I still did not I did not judge. I just went for it. Because if you like first time getting boobs, you're not gonna be like, this is not gonna work out. Like you're just gonna go for it.
You know that blue 311 shirt?
Of course.
The first girl I ever kissed was wearing an XL blue 311 shirt.
I just got it halfway hard.
She had glasses. She was Hispanic. Her name was Isabel.
I'm 65% now.
And then like
keep going.
like a year or two later, she was like a total like New England cholo, rocking like Tommy Hilfiger jackets and shit,
Oh, I'm
like
done,
her
I'm
eyebrows drawn on and all this. And I'm just a couple years later, I'm like seeing her in the hallway at school, just thinking like, fuck, what I wouldn't do to get up in Selena right now, bruh.
That Blue 311 album changed my life, man.
You like that? I never listened to it.
I was a huge Hexum head.
That
Nick
was what?
Hexum, Peanut, all the other guys in the band too. Chad Sexton.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, the guys in
Sorry,
311.
you lost me way.
Get out of here, Grandpa.
One time I went to this big show and it was Jay-Z and 311. And Jay-Z
Yeah, that's called the Sprite Liquid Mix
Sprite
Tour.
Liquid Mix Tour. Yes.
And I went to that too. Grandpa's Unite.
Props. Yes, that's tight.
You kids
yeah.
don't know. We've been doing. See, back in our day,
How old are you?
You had to go
31.
to shows,
Oh,
concerts.
shit.
Yeah,
Back
we're
in our
both
day?
old as fuck.
Sorry.
back in our day, we had a thing called there was rap and there was rock, and a lot of people fucking hated rap, but the woke kids were like, "Yo, rap's kind of tight," and then they're like, "Yo, let's make a thing called rap rock."
Shout out to Fred Durst, my
Shout
hero.
out Fred
Durst is Goals podcast on another level.
I tweeted this, but I was laughing my ass off today. I was like 2001. I'm moshing to like a song that goes, "Break your fucking face tonight, give me something to break," and now it's like I'm moshing to like, "It's super cold in Minnesota, cold in Minnesota."
Super cold. It's super cold.
It's like
No, but times change. And
Times change,
We're
and
lucky that we have kept abreast of the times.
I like keeping up with the youth culture, which you guys are doing over here. You know,
Jumanji, how old are you?
21.
Oh,
yeah,
My man.
yeah. He's the baby.
the
of
kids
group.
over here, the kids, like they're the future.
But you're such a kind soul that you just meet random virgins on Twitter and then just invite them out.
Yeah.
That's
some
what,
some
like-
might think it's weird, but
No, it's the
chill.
most normal.
Cause like I'm on the
It's
internet
chill.
all day and I'm seeing kids like fuckers on like hoverboards and shit, and now like seeing him, hearing him talk like makes me excited about the future.
Yeah, like
excited about
the
the youth.
great hope.
But do you are people in your life going to be like shocked that you have a no jumper interview?
Yeah, my brother's been texting me a lot about it, and
He knows about no jumper. That's tight.
I
Must
think
be
so.
cool, yeah.
And my friend Jonah's like a huge fan of it. So yeah,
Shout out to Jonah.
yeah, he's actually the one who got me on Twitter in high school. So
Okay.
yeah, it's all like thanks to him.
Wow. Shout
Yeah.
out
His
to Jonah.
brother, his
Yes.
brother's been like a little fame whore recently. Like all of a sudden in my mentions, like I was like, I don't know you, dude. I just did Jumanji. Like, don't be all like in my mentions now that Jumanji's like in Hollywood and popping.
At
know.
supper club, while standing on a table,
Just pouring champagne on like the fucking
like
bottle
you won the
service girls.
championship game. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all chill. My whole family's chill. They were like, yeah, you can go. It's your money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do
so-
you do for money at home?
I cashier at a grocery store.
He's the top
Nice.
cashier in like southern Wisconsin.
He's
Hell
probably
yeah.
the most salt of the earth guest that we've had so far.
Yeah, I'm like the most basic person.
Wow, that's
ever.
good though.
Whoa,
We need
whoa,
that.
whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
yeah,
not-
basic.
Yeah.
Jumanji, you have a certain quality that you don't even realize. I mean, maybe you realize it, but it's like you have a certain quality that is rare for this earth.
Yeah. He's
Like
very,
people aren't even ready for this yet.
No one's ready for this. This is too future.
he's very indicative of like the proletariat, you know, like he's the real he is of the people.
honestly,
What vocab words, dude? Russian history. Woo!
Hey, 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 hey.
So you said you went viral twice?
Yeah, yeah.
What's the second time?
The second time was when Bernie Sanders met Danny DeVito, and I totally whored off the whole Bernie feel the burn shit, and I said something how when they hugged, I was like a father and son from East and West Berlin embraced for the first time
I saw that.
since the wall fell. And like it like blew up instantly, and people are always like, that's Bernie Sanders, and like I always respond, no it's not. And I've gotten people to like send me proof of the Berlin Wall when it actually fell, because I got the years wrong. I fucked the years up. I said like 52 and it's actually like 55, and I've gotten people to go like 10 messages long before they realize I'm just fucking with them. So yeah, it's always pretty cool going viral.
Wait, what what is the secret to going viral with a tweet?
Write that down.
I don't know. You just gotta you gotta do something like in the moment. For me, it's always in the moment.
Yeah.
Like there's people that have something happen to them in their life and it blows up, like the girl whose dog got in the bath with her and shit like that.
Right.
But for me, it's like if I see something on TV, I'm like, that right there, you can do something with that.
Right.
It's all about.
Jumanji's an artist.
The way he observes things is
The way he sees life, his filter of life is kind of wild to me.
Yeah.
And also, like, he's always going hard. Like, you're never not going hard. So, like, when you say I've gone viral twice, but you have tweets with, like, thousands.
Yeah, I
hundreds
have
of
a couple
thousands.
like that. Yeah.
And it's because he walked by a storage unit in L.A. and I would just keep walking, right? But he stops and he goes, "I'm Sexual Jumanji and this is Storage Wars," and like takes a selfie, you know?
Yeah.
And like he rips a lot of selfies, which I always found interesting because it's like, you know, you're not a supermodel.
Yeah,
He doesn't give a fuck. He's just always like selfie.
Yeah.
And it's funny as hell to me. I don't know why.
I was just trying to figure out what Waleed's most popular tweet, his most retweeted tweet was, but I don't think you can find that out unless you sign in.
You go to Favestar, you can find his second most.
Yeah.
Second
yeah.
most?
You gotta buy.
my second most is just a spin-off of my first most.
What's the first most?
So it was so stupid. It was like, fuck. It was a doctor like with a clipboard. He's like, "Hey, like, do you smoke?" And he's like, "Oh, I vape." And he just put like "fucking bitch" on the clipboard. And then my third tweet is probably one of my favorites. So I made a Vine about this as well, but I took a picture. No, I was running a red light and it was like in high school. And as I was running it, I was with a bunch of like my Mexican friends, and they're like, "Dude, smile for the photo, like it'll be funny." And I smiled, and then it was like a $500 picture, and it's like me like smiling and like cheesing hella hard, and it looks like I stole the car, and I had to do like fucking community service and like traffic school
For running the red light.
for running the red light, like $500, and like I went to like a comedy traffic school and it wasn't funny. It was really bad.
Comedy traffic school.
Yeah, it was terrible. They like played. The whole point was like the lady was supposed to be funny and
Right.
like the video was supposed to be funny, but neither were funny.
You can't get a ticket from a camera in California anymore, right?
Not anymore, but I got it like a few before that rule.
Isn't that crazy? I am so.
You know why you can't? You know why you can't?
Why?
Because half the motherfuckers just weren't paying that shit, and they realized they had no way to go get them legally. So like they were just those tickets were just like, please pay this. Like
Yeah.
they made it seem all official. So like people who had the cash and actually like followed the rules and stuff would do it.
But I run red lights like when I see it turning orange or whatever. I fucking race through that thing like every time because
There's
no
no
penalty.
orange in a stoplight.
It's yellow.
Are you colorblind?
Whatever.
What
orange,
color
yellow.
shirt are you wearing right now? Like what are the two
Orange.
colors?
No. I always like the OJ the Juice Man said it orange instead of orange.
Yeah, run shit in this town. Like just keep it moving. If you're driving in LA, keep it moving.
Yeah,
Do
not
coke off your hand while you're driving.
keep it going. Like
Cover
if,
your
do
whole
not
arm.
stop.
if there's a red left turn arrow and it's clear to go, blow that shit.
Yeah.
Because who gives a fuck?
Right. Middle of the night. I run red lights in the middle of the night.
Oh,
Left turn arrows, boom.
Boom. But don't you think there should be left on red?
What do you mean?
what?
Okay. If there's a 2-lane street and there's a red light and I'm stopped and there's nobody coming my way and I can see both lanes of traffic, don't you think I should be able to take a left on red?
A left?
Because you can right on red. Why you should be able to
Right,
left on
but
red if
left
there's
is
nobody
a,
around.
is a whole nother thing.
Yeah, because there's a
Yeah,
lot
but-
more distance.
But you can observe it, and if you don't see anyone coming,
I think that at late at night they should all go like the flights should become
they
flashing.
should all become that, and especially in like really like low key
yeah,
areas.
flash it up.
Like, it should all just be green, like all the lights from all the sides.
Yeah, and if you're a
The
pedestrian,
fire rises, my friend.
if you're a pedestrian walking around, fuck you. It's the middle of the night. Be careful.
I definitely
That's
agree.
right.
Like
Yeah.
it's not my job to miss you with my car. I have the car. I have all the money and power. You're just a pedestrian. Get out of the way of my car.
I might as well
You're
be a
probably getting
fucking
on a
missile
bus.
sent.
I've
from
seen a
outer
video on
space.
YouTube, a guy jump over a car as it's going. You do that.
Have you seen those videos where people do insurance scams?
Oh,
Where they jump in front of the car?
yeah, I love those.
In Russia.
Yeah, in Russia all the time.
People do it around here.
What?
Because I see dudes blasting down this hill right here in their wheelchairs backwards into traffic, and they don't give a fuck. They're like trying to get hit.
If shit goes wrong for me, I'm going to Russia to do those scams because it seems like they must pay off nice.
It's probably it's better to do it out here because there's less people doing it. In Russia, everybody's on.
Oh, they have
that
the camera.
already.
Damn, you're right. I'll start the Russian.
It's harder to
scam over here.
press charges out there. It's not like a lawsuit culture out there like it is here. Here it would work better.
All you gotta do is take like a 15-mile-an-hour hit.
Yeah. You know how people are always like, oh, like a guy broke into a guy's house and the guy shot him, and then that guy went to jail for the rest of his life. I just always assume those aren't real.
Which guy? The guy that broke in?
Yeah, that like the guy
Like
went to
a shot?
jail for shooting someone in his own house who was like breaking in. I don't believe that. Anybody goes to
What
jail.
part do you not believe?
That the court actually sent him
Oh.
to jail for it.
Yeah, I don't think.
Or like when they're like, oh, he got
work.
sued for millions of dollars because he shot a robber in his own home. Does that really happen?
I hope
Or
not.
is that
Depends
just
on what
something that
state
like,
you're in. It's like stand your
Something
ground
Republicans
laws and all
say.
that shit. Jumanji, I got a question.
Yeah.
You ever like you kissed a girl?
No.
So like, what do you think would happen if a chick if a chick saw this podcast, which she
Okay.
will. There will be a girl watching this, and she was like, I think that kid's cool, and I want to come maybe like chill with him, get to know him a little bit, and then
Fuck
like
him.
make out. Like you feel like you could perform, like you know like the general steps, right? You're not like nervous to do it. It's just like it hasn't presented itself, or what's going on?
It's like a little combination of both. Like I'm pretty sure I could, but it'd be like getting through the steps is the challenge, you know?
you really just open your mouth and
You were nervous for
twirl
your
tongue
first
around.
kiss.
Oh, yeah,
and you were nervous for your first kiss.
Yeah.
Now imagine you're 21 and it's your first kiss, right? But at least maybe you can maybe have like a drink or two and be a little chill.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, I ate poop off a girl's butt.
Jesus.
Like I went to lick a girl's ass and I got like a little tiny piece of poop
That's
in
my
my
worst
mouth.
fear.
So I'm just gonna put that out there to just tell you, no matter what happens with this, like I licked a girl's asshole and tasted human shit.
You know, Adam, with your connections, have you seen those porns where it's like porn star takes virgin's virginity or whatever?
Dude,
But they got to film it?
Wow. Okay, I like that. No,
I like where this
Would
is
you be
going.
down?
usually the virgin is the girl, the hot
No,
one.
no. I've seen it the other way. Like fan gets to hook up with porn star.
You know what? Since you can't actually show the porn on this channel, it should be like a confessional interview, like before and then after.
We were actually talking about a podcast like that.
I was
where
thinking
we,
this.
We do it, then me and him have sex with each other.
Each
Date
other.
each other. Yeah, no, girls.
Whoa,
with girls.
hey.
With girls.
No, but yeah, okay. We do a podcast where we have like it's same thing as this, no jumper, but we have girls on all the time, and then we fuck them, and then we also run a porn site where you can pay $10 a month and you get to watch Adam and Robesman fuck some of the guests.
Don't
from
throw
the
me into
podcast.
this idea.
Wait,
bro.
is it face? You get to see your face?
I mean, if I was gonna do it, sure, I'm going all in.
You wear a mask like on drug
He'll
Tank.
pay extra to see face.
I'm so thirsty to go viral to get popping that I'm almost down. You know?
Well, hold on. We didn't get back to Sex J's answer.
Oh, God.
Right.
Oh,
If a
making
porn
out,
star
yeah.
saw that, she was like, you know what? I like that guy. Let's make a quick video. It'll go online, but you get to smash.
I don't know how I'd feel about filming that shit.
Okay,
don't-
but
you don't
if
wanna
she
lose
said,
your
I'll- she
virginity
said,
on
she
camera.
said, I'm down to do it, and we don't got to put it online. You're fucking doing it.
Oh,
right?
yeah, I'd do it.
We need to hook him up to an IV full of Viagra. So he can just be rock hard. His whole body. will
You
just
kidding
be-
me? You don't
This is
think that he'll be
ripped.
ready to go with some porn?
Maybe not with cameras on him. Get nervous.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mom and Dad, if you
Can
get
I
shown
can
this.
I tell you a story?
Sorry, I'm a bad influence.
I want to tell you a story. There was a girl that I was fucking a couple years ago, and she was basically a drug addicted piece of shit psychopath. And the other day, a friend of mine texts me screenshots of a Facebook post by somebody else. This guy is one of the members of the Eagles of Death Metal, who I'm sure you know.
Oh yeah, the whole Paris.
They were the band that was playing during the Paris terrorist attack, and
I didn't mean to look at.
No,
you.
yeah, I noticed that.
I noticed that as well, and I was like, well,
But it didn't
Roseman.
click until after.
Yeah, it was just like I feel like you're the most intellectual
You should no
guy.
longer even pretend to be woke. So let's just throw that out there. Anyway, yeah. But so that guy
Waleed, why?
who was in this band who survived that horrific act, who literally had ISIS gunmen shoot at him. He makes a Facebook post basically bugging out saying that this girl that I used to fuck robbed his house and fucking just robbed him blind, all this bullshit. And I was just thinking, I'm like, she got him worse than the ISIS gunman who shot at him.
That's why ISIS isn't that bad.
ISIS isn't that bad.
Case
She's
in point.
worse. That's
Yeah.
all there is to it. Case closed. Next
Hey,
topic.
if you're in ISIS, you can definitely come on this podcast. We're
Real
so
talk.
woke.
Whoa, having a jihadist on the show would be next level woke. If we're gonna do Xanax on the podcast, we definitely need to have a.
What would that be like? Like, hey guys, like, hey,
No, but that's real. I would like to have like a white supremacist on the show.
a white supremacist and then a black dude.
Yeah,
But they did that all the time on Springer.
Exactly, but in the podcast,
Let's bring them out.
I almost don't even want to
exciting.
say that on air because it's such a good idea. Like fucking, it's so awesome. Like, because why do you think Jerry Springer was doing that? It's like
I
the
like
most
this
basic
right now
struggle.
because we're all getting along and we're all kind of like different
Right.
guys.
If
you
we
know?
had David Duke here, it might add an interesting.
But
little
we all
element.
connect on a humor level.
Yeah, we're all just good guys.
I don't like a lot of like tension and fighting. I have enough of that.
Oh,
in,
that
like,
would be a
my-
different
in
type
my,
of
like,
episode. You'd
work.
have to gear up. For
Where do
that
you
in a
work?
different
Why
way.
is it so?
He does
aggressive?
like radio promotion for a.
I sell life insurance.
for a record label.
Yeah, I did work a lot of different stuff in music.
Oh, music, hell yeah.
Yeah.
He's got records on the wall in his home from like hit songs. He's like helped promote and market and everything.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys- dude,
Yeah,
this
that's
thing's
pretty
fun.
crazy when
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I might have to go to Vegas this weekend to the new club at in the Wynn.
really.
Yeah. And like
Why?
we did like a little. We also did a little work with like Steve Wynn's son. He's like got a song now.
Oh,
So
okay.
trying to get like the presidential suite.
How well connected are you in the music scene? Like, are you like Cyndi Lauper level?
Well,
He
it
gets
depends.
free tickets to Young Thug, but then he shows up and they don't let him in.
Yeah, that was brutal.
That was really told.
But I know, like, I know every major label. I know all the heads of promotion.
Hey,
But like beyond that, like just managers, agents, lawyers.
so like if I wanted to get in touch, for example, with Cyndi Lauper,
I know her. I know her manager. Yeah, I got you.
There it is.
because I did this like Coachella thing a while back, and we're trying to put like girls just want to have. We like really want to use the song,
Yeah.
and we like cut it because we didn't have like, because if we used it, like it would have gotten taken down.
Yeah, yeah.
you want
the problem-
the whole thing?
The problem with that is that I don't know if she has a publishing deal or someone also. If it was just her controlling all the rights to it, and maybe she just thought it was funny as hell, you might be able to go.
Yeah,
and do
exactly.
It.
But we had to make our own like fucking song.
It's always fucking like companies getting in the way. Which brings me to a point that I forgot to ask you on yours, which is like Brandon told me you got flown out to Coachella to cover it for Vine.
Oh yeah.
So Vine proper is sponsoring its own influencers in a sense, or because does YouTube do that? Does Twitter do that? I don't think so, right?
Kind of. Like they give them like certain features, and like they didn't really pay us, but they paid for all the stuff we needed,
And they
Right.
promoted the fuck out of you on
and
Vine
they
too,
promoted
right?
the fuck out of it. So it was like
Did some of your Vines have to go on the Vine Direct page, or they're all on your page?
it was either all on our page or like a page that we made.
Oh,
So
yeah,
like
okay.
initially all they did was like paid for us to get out there, and they already had a connection with like Golden Voice, people who went to Coachella. So it was like pretty easy for us to get everything, and then they also hit up Heems, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Heems is
Wardell was just like a nice added value.
I love the fact that Wardell and Heems hang out. That's
Oh
so
yeah,
hilarious.
it was so cool letting them like, because we were working most of the time, and like seeing them hang out the entire, like getting fucked up out of their minds, like belligerally fucked
Heems
up.
changed Wardell for life.
Oh, he's like opened up his mind.
He
easily.
like expanded his mind, taught him about white wine.
There's this one Heems freestyle. I think it was on Combat Jack that I have like memorized because I listened to it so many times. Were you a Das Racist fan?
I
at
like
the time?
Dos
Oh, yeah,
Racist.
I was-
I'm in the
yeah.
Taco Bell. I'm in the Pizza Hut.
Yeah, I lived in Brooklyn at that time. Oh, that's the crazy thing about Heems is that if you watch one of the old ass Das Racist videos, there's like us, like me and my friend Gary from Brooklyn and shit, all riding BMX in the video, like right when they came out. I did not know anything about them. I didn't know about that song, the hit, whatever. So
I like those guys. I like Cool AD too. His
Hey,
raps.
let me ask this: is the future of Vine YouTube? Like for Vine stars, is it to make YouTube channels and then start doing longer form content?
I think I don't think if it would be like a specific platform. I think it would.
You can say
Platforms,
platforms.
okay, yeah.
I don't think it'd be like a specific place. I think it's just making content in general.
The platforms will shift, but if you can get good at one, you can probably expand it.
What I would
hopefully.
say is like, for example, like Vine, there'd always be like Vine ideas, but if you have an idea for like a 30-second video, like maybe Twitter.
Right.
If you have an idea for like a 4-minute video, then YouTube. Like it's just a matter of where the ideas. They're just so used to making videos on Vine, but like guys like Evan Breen and like Victor Pope can like easily do like longer format ideas.
Right.
Think about Vine. It felt like because everyone's got so much ADD, but like it felt like such a small commitment to watch a bunch of videos and get samples of a lot of different styles. In the 30 minutes before you go to bed, you get like a taste of all these different people who are doing whatever, and then you follow the most interesting ones, and all of a sudden I know about you and really, really funny people that I might not have known about if you only put out 30-minute YouTube videos, because I don't fuck with 30-minute YouTube videos.
Exactly.
Besides No Jumper, but I can play that in the background at work,
Exactly. But like if I had a better idea, like a better idea than my Vine, you'd probably like go like, oh, I fuck with this guy.
Yeah, and also like Evan Breen said that like grown men will roll up to him
Oh, dude.
and be like, dude, you're funny as hell, because it's easy to share a Vine, it's easy to do that stuff, but like that's why I think some of the people who are just Ray William Johnson might not get recognized by a dad.
Yeah, exactly. I had like the most like handsome guy come up to me like when I was with my mom. I was like, "Can you please just like fucking marry my mom?" Like, holy shit.
Wait, is your mom single?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
but like still.
Wow.
If you want to marry Waleed's mom, like
How old is
leave
your
a
mom?
comment. She had me when she was like 18 or
So she's
19.
like 40?
Yeah, she's like 42, 43.
Damn, all right.
She's attractive? Would you say that she seems like a good-looking woman?
Here's the thing.
Next question.
It was tough in high school.
Because she's too hot.
It was
Are her
tough.
boobs real?
Holy
breasts?
shit, your
No,
mom's
guys, I'm
fired?
not,
Her boobs
guys.
are real.
His mom's fired.
Hey,
dude.
where do you think I get my good looks from?
I said you're handsome. I didn't know what you were going with it.
Yeah. He's a good-looking guy.
Wait, hold on. I'm just
We
like
all are.
maybe this. I'm thinking too much about Vine, but like, do you feel like Vine is going downhill, decreasing?
No, I wouldn't say that. I think
We've
it's
had a few guys on here be like, "Fucking Vine, Vine's
It's
dead."
over, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's just a matter of just like it's whatever you want to do. I think some of those bigger guys left, like the King Batches and like Lily Pons, which is fine because they're doing other shit.
Right.
But like it's
Although
also
they like King Batch left Vine,
not like left, but he's like doing less Vine stuff.
Right.
Which
which
for
all
me,
the popping guys kind of
Right, because Nick,
Yeah,
Nick
exactly.
Coletti's chilling. You haven't done it in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
A lot of the big dudes, like if you're a big time YouTuber, chances are you're not going 2 weeks without posting. But like with Vine, like there's a very lax attitude from a lot of the dudes because they would rather grow Instagram or Twitter because it feels more real, I think, or even YouTube because it's like, oh, I could actually make a funny ass 5-minute video and get a couple $100 instead of a funny
Right, and
6-second
it's
video.
almost
that
like-
there's no real reward for doing a funny Vine besides the overall, like-
right, but more like on Vine, it's more of like an advantage for like guys like Evan Breen, like guys like us, just because like we could post shit and like Vine will be like, oh, this guy's funny, like let's push his
Right.
shit. Like
Yeah.
we don't want to see like these like teeny bopper like young shit anymore.
Right.
Like
Vine,
we want to see
Vine's
like
awesome
Jacob
for people who are
Sartorius.
just getting started
Exactly.
too because it promotes you well. But then like with YouTube, it's hard to get somebody to click on a 15-minute
Hmm.
vlog or whatever. But if you can build yourself up on Vine and then do the YouTube thing and get people to do it, then you could actually
exactly,
get checks from
and which is
YouTube,
like
yeah.
Vine is doing now is like a spotlight thing. Where like every week it'll be like a new person that's being featured, and right now they have like Gabriel Gundecker, and that dude is so fucking funny.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
dude,
he's so fucking funny.
Dude, it's a good point though. Like you put a YouTube link up. If someone tweeted a YouTube link, someone with like a lot of followers and just a link and no words, like it'd still be like, I don't know if I want to commit to clicking.
Exactly.
this.
Yeah, it's a lot of commitment unless you absolutely love that person.
It's got to load. It can
And-
be 9 minutes.
And if you've watched somebody on Vine for a year or two, I mean, that's probably the kind of person that you're interested in enough to give them a shot in a 10-minute video, But that's what's interesting to me is that Vine and YouTube are very different audiences because I'm so into like vlogs and watching other people's vlogs and everything that I'm not even shocked anymore at all when I see a dude who makes 10-minute videos of him sitting in his kitchen talking and he gets 100,000 views on every one.
Yeah.
That doesn't even surprise me anymore because I've seen so many people like this. But you think about in your day-to-day life, most people I would say are still not going to sit there and watch a 10-minute vlog.
Vine is
Never mind an hour-long
Vine is a
podcast.
6-second interview to find out if you want to be friends or not. Jumanji, 6 seconds. Convince me. Go.
Popping tweets.
Hey,
I'm in. See,
hey,
like,
that's all I do. That's all I do.
That's all I got.
Popping
Right?
tweets. Hey. Holy
That's
shit.
it.
That's the first thing that popped in my head.
I need that,
There
you
go.
know. That's all I need popping tweets in my life.
So what kind of flip flop should I buy?
Slides.
Adidas.
Right.
Birkenstocks.
Just any slides that are comfy. Slides and socks. I don't want to be seeing your feet out.
These were for
Hold on, hold on.
You have-
What kind of flip flops do you wear?
I've never worn flip flops, but if I had to choose, I choose like
Fuck
Adidas.
this.
Adidas
I choose
slides.
Adidas. But Adidas, like anybody can buy that. If
You
I-
do a weird Jumanji impression.
I don't want to buy everything that like something that everybody else is gonna have, dude.
You're not
I wanna-
doing
I
a
wanna
Jumanji
floss a
impression
little bit.
right.
Yeah,
What-
I
what
love.
did I do wrong?
I love all the impressions I've heard so far.
You gave Jumanji like a lisp.
I don't know. I
Listen,
forget
my
what it-
Jumanji impression is money. If I had to buy slides, I would probably buy, I think, Adidas.
Wait, can both of you guys just have a conversation?
Like him doing my
Yeah.
voice.
Like, you want me to do his voice?
No, I don't want you to do that voice.
You don't want to do. I'm afraid that they're not going to be able to hear you because I'm looking at the line on the thing.
Nah,
and it's
we're
very
good.
low.
We're good. Adidas, yeah, Adidas slides. What were we talking about? Oh, his mom's being hot. Oh my God.
That was like 10 minutes about that.
Waleed, please.
Definitely not
so
doing that.
long
Later, man. Oh
Dude,
my God.
I had kids in high school who'd be like, "Yo, man, like your mom, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "But what the fuck happened to you, man? Like, what the fuck?"
So you're getting it from all sides. You're getting the terrorist jokes. You're getting the
Exactly,
mom
like-
jokes. Fuck.
Having a hot mom seems annoying as hell in high school. And then probably like you're later in life, you like appreciate it because you go, oh wait, I got those genes, so
Oh,
I'm gonna
easily,
have like
yeah.
attractive kids. I'll be like, and here's like,
Probably way later in life that you realize that like your mom's genes are going to be the reason why. Like you don't worry about how you're going to age until you're like mid 20s, probably, right?
No, I just found a gray hair like the other day.
Ooh,
oh,
yeah,
I got hella.
them.
This is gonna be my
I
beard.
get those.
Dude, fuck.
Dude, going gray is actually hella like dignified, like a distinguished. You know, you're if you get a gray pube, your dick looks distinguished.
But if I was
Like
a
a
total
silver
silver
fox.
fox right now at 32, I don't think that's that popping. It's like it's gonna make me look like I'm 48.
you want to
know?
have hair. You don't care if it's gray or black or whatever. You
That's
just want to
very
make sure
true.
you have the hair.
Better than anything. No, but what about shaved head with a bunch of head tattoos?
Yeah, if you want to fucking get murdered.
Yeah, if you want to
Yeah.
kill
Get
me.
Murdered. I'm gonna do the
Borgor,
murdering.
Borgor on this podcast goes, I feel like having a face tattoo means like you've decided sometime in your life you will be murdered. And I'm like, holy shit, Borgor fucking nailed it again. The dude spits the truth.
Borgor is funny as fuck, man.
He also said stuff. He's like, you know, when the girl comes over to your house, you have sex, it's good, like you fuck, whatever. Next day she's there, next night you fuck again. You know, 3 days later she's making you breakfast. Is that your girlfriend? I don't know.
God damn it.
I don't know these things. And I was like, Borgo, oh my god.
Like, figure it out. Where's he from?
Israel.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I did a French
There-
impression.
there's a little bit too close of a comparison between Borgor and Borat.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, somebody should do that. They should make the meme with like the Borgor font, make it say Borat, and then like put Borgor's face on Borat's
You
body.
should do bass drops with like Borat.
Oh, make a whole video like that. Is Borgor famous enough for that? I think he
Yeah.
is. Yeah, he deserves
Definitely.
it.
Sex J. Like, if you see a girl you like, if you see a girl you like on Twitter, have you tried sliding in the DMs and throwing some game?
Oh, yes.
I've never really like slid in the DMs for game. I've like slid in the DMs, but like
What'd you say?
I never really know what to say.
You've gotten nudes before too, right?
Yeah, through Twitter, I've gotten them like a couple times.
From who? Who are these broads?
I don't even like.
Daniela.
No, never.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, she talks to him too, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I talked to her, but no. But I don't even remember. It was like a long time ago, and like my responses are always so lame. I'm always like, "Oh shit!" like that's what I send back. I'm like,
I say
"Oh,
that kind of shit too.
I mean, he's
just to-
probably getting so many nudes.
but
so.
that's my way of disrespecting them is they send me nudes and I'm just like, oh damn, like
And you always see the
Don't
girl's
give him
tweet.
too
She's like,
much.
I sent a guy a nude and he didn't reply. Like, what do I do now? And it's like he's probably just fucking like at work or something.
yeah, it's-
Send another one.
or get hotter, you know?
I
Get
can't.
in the gym.
I can't send DMs anymore. Just, I'm like so like traumatized because one time it was my first time doing it. It's some girl didn't reply back and she said, "Why do only ugly guys DM me?"
damn."
And it crushed me. It just was so close to when I DM'd her. It
Maybe
was like
that's why I
a
don't
minute.
DM. Holy shit!
See, this is what he's scared of.
Knowing that might happen. Holy
But
shit!
you're fucking. You're not me. You're sexual Jumanji.
Jamal.
Sex J, you
true.
got to
Yeah.
do something to start developing your primal side. You need to get in the gym, or you need to start climbing mountains, or something. We got to get you doing something that's going to get your testosterone flowing.
Get
so
a
the
face
bitches wanna
tattoo.
suck your
Get a
dick.
face tattoo. Hell yeah! I'll get
Oh,
the
big forearm tattoo.
the Twitter
yeah.
word right here. Hell yeah.
Ooh, not bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Sex J doesn't like lack confidence. I feel like he's confident. He talks a lot of shit online. He's funny.
Yeah.
and he's got some different stuff going for him. I'm just trying to figure out how to connect the dots.
Right.
Dude,
Get that,
verification.
You think
Oh,
that's the
wow,
key?
okay.
I think that's exactly what the key
I don't
is.
think I can
Talk
get
to Russell.
verified by
Dude,
like.
I
I don't
got-
think that's possible.
I got verified because of Wardell and Just making fun of me that wasn't verified in front of like Twitter people. They're like, dude, you're not verified? Like, what the fuck? And then like later I get like an email like, hey, we heard Wardell and Just were giving you shit. Like, let's change that. And I was like, fuck yeah.
I'm waiting for that moment that they call me up, man. I'm trying
they'll
to get
verify it.
stepped up to the next level.
I'm still gonna scam it. I'm just gonna put an EP out.
Wait, was this verifying? Has it changed your life? Do girls treat you differently because of it? and
Oh,
stuff?
easily.
Really?
Easily. It's okay. Like you say, I like in the beginning, I said it as a joke, like, oh, it's like your whole life's like different now or whatever. But
Yeah.
like, there's some pretty cool, like, it's pretty sick.
Okay, but here's the thing. I got 50K. So whether I'm verified or not, it's like I got 50K. But if you're Ned and you got 5K and he's verified, but it's like, well, he's verified. It's like,
And I just saw there's a site called postghost.com that saves every deleted tweet from every verified user over 10K. So stay woke.
Oh, fuck.
Stay woke, my
We're gonna
friend.
get your
Wow.
ass.
If you ever feel like pulling like a Kramer or something, don't do it.
Kramer, dude, my man.
pull a Kramer, but on Twitter.
Because I was like looking for some like Wardell Jumanji interaction. And I found like Wardell's deleted tweets because that fool deletes a lot of tweets. And I was like,
Oh,
oh,
man,
they're
I
all
can
still
imagine.
lingering.
Really?
Yeah. So verification is a blessing and a curse. Also, that's the reason Brandon got blocked by Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
'cause
you show
he-
up in the
he was
He was
special
verified.
verified.
Yeah,
he was
it's
making
special
jokes like he
verified
would, but yeah, they found it.
I just want to say that at the come up is verified. So I own a verified Twitter. It's just not any of the ones I actually use, which is really annoying.
So actually, what video games are you playing right now? What are we talking about?
I play League of Legends mostly. Like that's where all the hours go in.
How good are you at FIFA?
At FIFA, I'm fucking trash. I tweet like I'm good, but my record was like 100 wins and 300 losses. It was-
Is League of Legends like? Are you ranked in that, or is there a rank?
yeah, I'm like super average.
Wait, I'm sorry. What's League of Legends again?
It's like a computer game.
He went to a PC cafe out here.
Yeah. I
To
went
play?
I didn't
to
know they
play,
still had
yeah.
those.
Yeah.
He goes to the PC cafe and he's like, "Yeah, I went to this PC cafe. It's $3 an hour for the games. Played it a lot. A bunch of Korean guys were by me and they were saying the N word a lot. And I hope it's because like they were part black."
It was super weird.
He has faith. Look how he has faith in humanity.
Koreans don't need to be black to say the N-word.
It was super. It was just they were, like,
Everybody besides white people can say it.
but they were like screaming it, and there was a guy behind me, and he was like pissed. I could hear him going, "Stop saying the fucking word." And I was-
Really? Oh, it was like
yeah.
a thing. Okay.
He was like, "Stop
Dude, this
saying that,"
PC
and I was
cafe.
just like, "I'm just trying to play video games, dudes. Come on, don't fight right here."
So it really was a PC cafe.
yeah, like
Okay.
That's the time, folks. Thank you so much.
So, No Drummer, coolest podcast in the world. Now, what else do we need to know? Let's just get some real facts about SJ right now. Get this over with.
So if you're okay, so
I hope that it's still filming because we might have lost our video by this point. But
if you were to kiss someone, right?
okay.
How would you format your lips? Like, what would the?
What do you mean? How would I format you? You want me to like do a kissy face right here? Dude, I don't even know how I'd format.
still going?
No, it's a low battery mode.
That's okay. It's not filming anymore.
It ended at 102.
Oh, that's good though. That means that we didn't miss much.
Oh, okay. What is it right now?
Huh?
What is it right now?
Oh, that's good though. That means that we got like the first hour of it. So now I think it's probably only like an hour 10 or hour 5.
That we don't have?
Yeah, so it'll only be like 5-10 minutes at the end that we don't have the visual for.
Okay.
But we have the first one. Yeah.
You stopped it.
Yeah. That's the second video file.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so it's good. Now we can talk as long as we want because it's no longer filming us. But actually, I'm going to bring that over here and start charging.
No, it said lower power mode. I just clicked close.
Oh, but it is still filming.
It's still filming now.
Oh shit!
Oh,
How
my
many?
bad.
What percentage are we on? You don't know.
It was low power because it hit 20.
Well,
This is good stuff.
We just wait.
This is the kind of podcast I listen to.
That was so funny that now it's like I have to leave the whole thing in there.
This is good stuff.
I was think about how good that quality content right there of me staring at Roseman having a conversation about the battery life,
And like not understanding what each other is saying.
and now it looks like you're gonna what film my feet or no?
I got a Snapchat for the fans.
Oh, okay.
We're really out here. Sexual Jumanji on No Jumper.
Is that a filter you have on?
Waleed on No Jumper.
Ooh, filtered up.
Yeah, he makes himself look like some gremlin.
Hey, I just want to say that today I heard that the dog filter was gone from Snapchat, but then I went and it's still there
Yeah, I thought they took it out yesterday from what I hear, and then they
For the
brought it back.
X-Men.
because there was so much outcry.
No, for the X-Men. X-Men took over every filter on Snapchat yesterday. So every different filter was a different X-Man you could be.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
What X-Men were you?
There's one guy who like has this whole thing, and everyone, like Brandon sent me, or my friend sent me a snap. It was like when you nut and she keeps sucking because his like eyes roll back in his head.
Dude,
and,
someone
like,
did that to me too.
Yeah, like that was
Yeah.
the joke with the.
Yeah.
We should get sexual Jumanji filter.
Wow,
Yeah,
makes you look like him. And just everybody thinks it's Michael Moore.
People do that
Yeah.
shit. They like, because there's like the face swapping one, and they do that. And I'm like, stop doing that. You look fucking hideous.
With you?
Jesus,
Yeah, with
dude,
me.
come
Like,
on.
it makes
No, I agree. When they face swap me, I'm like, oh, I don't.
it
I'm
makes
not a good-looking
me
guy.
look bad.
Yeah.
Like,
I posted a couple of face swaps on Instagram, and I like want to delete them, even though they're really funny, because I think somebody's gonna look at it and think that's what I really look like.
Yeah, it's a pretty harsh self roast.
yeah, it's fucked up.
So like, okay, you don't slide into DMs
Not really.
at the grocery store. Talk to the other cashiers. Any girls?
They're all underaged. I'm not
Don't let that stop you.
I let that stop me in my tracks.
What's the age of consent in Wisconsin?
18?
Just like everywhere else, right?
Yeah, I think it's 18.
Just like everywhere
everywhere.
else in America.
I don't really go.
I don't
underage.
know. I
just
thought
wanna
there was
say that.
something where
It's an ongoing joke that people on Twitter sometimes think is a real thing. The whole my underage fetish thing.
But you go to college, there's girls in your classes and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I talk to them, but I just don't like.
Pass them a note.
fuck 'em.
Pass a note. Say, I love you.
Just slide across my Twitter. Just
Your Twitter
a
at
printout of
1 to
Twitter.
10, how much do you want to fuck?
Probably like a 7, 8.
what?
It's not like
It's not like a 10.
You ever take a biology
See, if-
class? It's a 10. There's nothing else that you were put on earth to do but to fuck.
But then if he was a 10, he wouldn't be as sweet as he is now.
That's true.
Yeah.
Or
see.
as funny on Twitter.
But now my fucking spidey senses are kicking in, and I'm putting like stuff together, and I'm just like, did you ever get a medical workup? Maybe you have low testosterone. Like maybe there's seriously.
I think it's less that, and it's more like I'm like on the fence about having sex with a stranger type shit.
Oh, it's no big deal.
It can't be that
Trust me.
because as every guy has ever gone through, he's like, I will literally fuck a couch or a towel. You know, like guys get so horny that they're like, that's all they think
They
about.
black out.
They black out. You become an animal when you're like 16 and a girl that you like.
Honestly, fuck a hooker. But also, I was wondering, how much rope are you putting out in a week?
What?
What?
How many times do you beat off a week?
Not that often.
See, I'm thinking this might be low testosterone.
couple times.
Now I just got hella
Yeah.
concerned for like,
I don't
you're
do
a
it like-
doctor.
like
Have you done it since you've been in LA?
yeah, like what?
In his house?
well, beat off in my house.
Dude, you should be honored.
He's so nervous talking about this stuff.
It's so awkward.
I was
for
only at
me.
Rosewood's house for like 3-4 hours and I beat off.
Damn.
No, I'm just kidding.
You're like thinking where?
He's like, how?
Thinking of
How'd
where,
you
I'm thinking
do
how. I'm so nervous now.
I'm not gonna say.
I'm putting rope out. I put rope out in the streets and just see what comes back.
You cleaned up, right? Like you cleaned up with yourself?
Yeah.
Hey, can I tell my gross story in that regard? I was on this BMX trip. I invited this kid, Desmond Rhodes, aka Black Man, who I interviewed on the BMX podcast, and he's just like this craziest kid you ever met in your whole life from Brooklyn. First hotel we get, he's like, I got first shower. Goes in there. Next dude who goes after him is like, the drain's clogged. I'm like, really? He goes, yeah, I think it's cum. I go in there, and Black Man had came in the fucking thing, roped it all up, got the rope gang going, and fucking clogged it up. And he thought it was so funny.
That's what Adam Carolla and Jimmy Kimmel doing the Man Show. They had to go to Seattle for like a K-Rock thing. Before the Man Show, they were in K-Rock. So they both go up to Seattle. They put him in like a fucking Motel 6 in Spokane. And Jimmy takes a shower first, and Adam goes next. And the fucking water's not draining, and it's up around his ankles. And halfway through the shower, Jimmy's like, yeah, I beat off in there. So there's like fucking pieces sticking to his ankle hair.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's disgusting. I don't understand how cum could be so thick to clog a whole drain. Like, what kind of
Because your
drain
rope
is this?
Because your rope is probably such a steady stream.
You know, that's actually a misnomer. It's not really a whole rope. It could easily be broken apart. It's not like a rope that you buy at Home Depot.
Mine are.
Here's just
Shout
one
out
connected
rope gang.
strand.
Wait, the jizz?
His jizz is on one strand.
No, I'm
Mine's
just
like
saying-
drips.
I have ropes, but they come apart.
If you go a while between sessions, there can be like little like tapioca pudding kind of like chunks in there. It can be like a thicker consistency, you know, and a darker color.
I've pumped out like marshmallows before. They definitely.
Yeah, you pump a marshmallow.
The first time I ever jerked off, number one, I remember was about like 10 times the amount that I produce now, and it was just so thick. It had like lumps of like marshmallows in it,
Yeah, the mallows and shit.
like clam chowder.
Cum is fucking gross, bro.
If you don't beat off for a while, you end up creating some weird shit in there. I'm pretty sure it has like different
Cum is
colors.
disgusting, and it's also fucked up how guys are like, dude, I need to see porn, but I need to see the cum hit her face.
You have to see the cum.
I
Yeah,
need to
I've
see
never done that.
you don't like that part of the porn
No, I just never have done it.
on a girl's
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
You got to
For
do
the
it.
most part, a girl, like, to start that stuff, like, a girl has to ask you first, and then you'll realize, wait, I just have to ask, and then...
Yeah, like, but you have to have like a certain kind of rapport going in order to be like, oh, baby, let me come on your face. But
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
been there plenty of times.
Talking, a few cocktails in you or whatever, and then she's like,
Would you go straight for the face, sexual Jumanji?
First time, nice.
First time?
I, like if I had permission, yeah. I mean,
Permission,
I'm not just
look at
gonna
that.
do that.
No,
so woke, man.
You know what you do? Number one, you eat the ass before you eat the pussy. Number two, you fuck them in the ass and then you just put it in their mouth and you just don't say shit and they'll just let you. Like they just don't say anything.
Don't do what he said. That's
Yeah.
a bad...
Sounds like
Bad
bad
influence.
advice.
That's what I
coming.
don't get. They talk about how in porn you fucking the girls have to clean the inside of their asshole out and everything in order to do ass to mouth and stuff. I'll do that like whatever and like I've never seen nothing.
Dude, your breath must like stink like shit.
Not my mouth, it's hers.
Oh, sorry.
And no, it didn't. She has amazing breath, whoever she is.
Damn, dude.
It's happened to me a bunch of times now. Ass to mouth don't even faze me anymore, man.
Well, I mean, Jumanji, I hope you've learned a lot today.
Yeah, I learned a lot.
Yeah, I feel like
How not to have sex or like.
Yeah, I got a lot of tips on what not to do.
Honestly, though, like, this is the best thing, like, for you to probably get laid because you just build the profile. All of a sudden, girls are in San Diego, like, come down
Exactly.
to have a threesome.
That's true.
So just keep building the profile.
There's some girl out there who wants to suck your little chode for a fucking hour, 2 hours in a row. There's somebody for everybody. It's all about putting yourself out
I'm
there.
amazed at how sweet he is.
Yeah.
So sweet, dude. No,
Fuck.
he's polite.
He's nothing like the real Michael Moore.
No.
Oh,
He didn't give a fuck about Columbine. He's like, kids shouldn't have been in that school back then.
Wish we could have been a little bit more like Germany. You got to watch The Great Debates when it's the impression he does of Michael Moore. It's so funny. Oh, well, this has been Sexual Jumanji and a whole bunch of filthy, raunchy host talk.
Shout out to Twitter.
Yeah, shout out to
Shouts.
Twitter.
Well,
Yeah.
shout out your Twitter.
Yeah, my Twitter, yeah.
I cannot
Say
wait.
your Twitter.
Oh, Sexual Jumanji.
I can't wait for there to be a video, an interview on the No Jumper YouTube called The Sexual Jumanji. And
Waleed.
Featuring Waleed. That makes it worth it, though. And it's
What's
a
your
part
Twitter?
2.
Waleed M.
WAHLID.
WAHLIDM, yes. My mom used to spell my name wrong.
WHA.
She used to spell it WHA. She enrolled me in school as WHA.
She's all looks, huh? Can't spell, but she's a
Must be
knockout.
so hot. You can't spell her on Sunday. Too busy being hot.
16 years of high school, I spelled my name WHALID. And then I went to go get my license. I look at my birth certificate, and it was WAH. So
I
had to-
feel you to an extent because my last name has a space in it, and it's just like, what?
This
I didn't
fucks
know I had a
everything
space
up.
in it.
Dabalina.
Yeah, but it's a space on my birth certificate. Anyways,
You can pronounce my last name Grand Mason and Gramazon, and I heard both my whole life. And
not Grand Myosin.
No, that's weird. I don't think so.
That's how I said it.
But like I would have like an old French Canadian teacher, and she'd be like, "Mr. Gramazon."
You're French.
So there's 3: Gramazon, Grand Mason, and Gramazon.
Garcon. The
Garcon
Trace.
from Beauty and the
up.
Beast.
Yeah.
Great film.
Coming
Love it.
back out.
Really?
Real life Beauty and the Beast coming into theaters. 2K17
With
midnight shows costumes
Hashtag ad.
With Emma
on
Watson?
the teapot.
Is
yeah.
that the rumor? Emma Watson's in it?
No, it's cast. It's all like everyone's in there.
I think Kristen Stewart's in it.
Dude, it's gonna be so.
Dude, let me
lit.
get that beast roll, bro.
Cultural appropriation. Thank you very much to Sexual Jumanji and Waleed for coming through. Roseman, thank you very much as usual. This has been No Jump, the coolest podcast in the world. Check us out on YouTube, SoundCloud, and iTunes. And follow Sexual Jumanji. That's all there is to it, really.
Yeah.
Sexual.
That was great. That was so comfortable and easy.
Yeah,